on to the last 2 months of the year. November was filled with celebrating a lot of friends' love. I had 2 weddings around this time, and I got to spend a week in my hometown Orlando where I grew up. And my friend's wedding there, it was like the high school reunion you want. It was like all the best people I went to high school with without the worst. So that was really great. A lot of people I hadn't seen in like 10 years. And they're all like such adults now and own their own businesses or having babies or getting married themselves, and it's really great, and it was just a very joyous time. The passage of time, it's such a funny thing. Wild. Hello vlog. It's Monday and we got back from Orlando first thing Saturday morning, and the weekend we just rotted. Didn't really do anything but watch TV, which honestly was much needed after a week of travel and non-stop time with friends and family, which is always lovely but also tiring. We just needed the weekend to decompress a bit. I didn't really vlog much of Orlando because I don't really think that's all that interesting to you guys, but it's always nice to go back to my hometown. There's always a certain comfort to it. And the wedding we went to was lovely. It was like a mini high school reunion, but all the best people I went to high school with. That was very sweet. We did Disney, we did Hollywood Studios, which is my favorite park, and Alex's second time going with me. Did Star Wars, Tower of Terror, all the classics. And then Alex's parents drove up from South Florida. They live in Port St. Lucie, which is about like a 2.5-hour drive to Orlando. So we spent a couple days with them. But back to reality. Today has been actually a pretty slow Monday, which is nice. Something I have to do is enroll my health insurance for next year. Our health insurance provider changed, so I have to do that. Yeah. I'm done with my work day, and Alex and I are going to go to Trader Joe's to do some grocery shopping. We have not gone to Trader Joe's in a minute, but I always like what they have around the fall, so I'm gonna check it out, even though it's probably gonna be a little crazy. It's okay. The thing about documenting things for YouTube that I have felt in the past year is that 90% of my days essentially look the same, so sometimes it's hard to feel like I'm not doing anything exciting enough that warrants, you know, whipping out the camera, or feeling like certain things aren't worthy of vlogging. The following footage is really a testament to the small, simple, everyday moments of working from home, running errands, or doing the small chores around the house, and sometimes I feel like it's boring and maybe not worth showing, but at the same time there is something very romantic about documenting these things, and it is life, really. Just because they're quieter moments doesn't mean it's not worth appreciating and looking back on, and I have to remind myself that a lot in this YouTube journey. And honestly, a lot of those more unsaid moments, or those moments that kind of live in the margins, are what brings me peace to the everyday life and the comfort of routine, really. Friday, everybody. I actually took today off because I had one more PTO day to use up. So it's a nice little short week for me. I am going to head into Manhattan because one of my cameras isn't turning on, my little Canon fisheye. And I love this camera. I use it a lot for the vlogs. It's not turning on. It's kind of tricky because this model Canon discontinued. This is from like I think 2017. But I think I found a place in Manhattan who they said they could look at it. So fingers crossed they can figure it out. We'll see. And yeah, that's what I'm up to today. It's the evening. I did all my errands I intended to do today. I dropped off my vlog camera to that camera repair store. He said he is gonna have to take a look at the circuit board. So fingers crossed he can fix it because I love that camera. And I don't want to have to pay the money to buy it again. It wasn't cheap. We'll see. Happy Saturday vlog. Oh, I'm shy now. I'm about to head out up to Williamsburg because I have an old friend slash co-worker who's in town. She's from London and she did kind of like a year in our New York office location, and that's how we became friends and got to know each other. And she's back in town, so we're meeting up with her and some of our other old co-workers for a drink. Should be a cute little reunion. The divider. It's pretty nude. Maybe if I go over here. Yeah. Got my big scrunchie. Apparently the lot is closed. Oh. And she said they're thinking McCarran, like I assume just hanging out in the park. Made it.
Something using like record side, and then that guy is like also.
Like run the West Side Highway and then all the way back. Go straight to the
from Thanksgiving I thought I would share. For the last few years I've decided to stay in New York for Thanksgiving. It's a holiday I don't really care for much at all, and it's not really worth to me traveling and putting all that effort for just kind of a short weekend. And usually I see my family just a few weeks after anyway for Christmas, so I usually stick around at home. And it is kind of nice just spending it with Alex and feeling like we have the city to ourselves a bit, because it does tend to be quieter and less crowded on Thanksgiving here. Happy Thanksgiving vlog! I have today and tomorrow off of work, and the plan for our Thanksgiving is to go see Wicked in Manhattan, and then afterwards we're gonna get hot pot for dinner. So kind of an untraditional Thanksgiving, but whatever. It's nice to have the 4-day weekend. Best luck with parking today. The city is kind of empty. Ooh. We're gonna grab a bite to eat because we're starving. Oh, that's funny. Got out of Wicked. It was good, so emotional, but I was telling Alex it makes me want to go see the live musical again because I haven't seen it since I was a teenager. And now we're gonna get some hot pot. December every year always feels like the month where I'm running out of time. Feels like there tends to be always a lot of loose strings that need tightening up, or people to see and gifts to buy and social events to go to, all the holiday stuff going on. And work also tends to be pretty crazy too because it's Q4, lots of projects to wrap up. This year was especially rough. I worked some really long hours this year because it had to be done. So December I was tired. I did get to go to one of my good friends' holiday markets that she was a vendor at. Her name's Rose Wong. She's a pretty successful illustrator and she always does these little pop-up markets, and I always try to go because I love her stuff. I always try to buy something from her, and there's always other really cool artists and makers and artisans at these markets, and you can really find some great gifts at these type of holiday markets. There's always so many in New York to pick and choose from. Just got out of solid core. Alex picked me up. You can probably tell how red I am. It's just always so hard, but so good. We're on our way to Williamsburg now to the holiday market and see what presents we can pick up. I need a protein smoothie because I'm kind of starving, so we're gonna do that first. Kind of scary.
We never see the bones of a smiley face.
Yeah, it's weird to think they have like a skull in there. Creepy. It's like Smiley Titan.
Yeah, totally.
smoothie acquired. Just what I was craving. Peanut butter, protein. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, it's like very handy. We're heading home now. Did a quick little stop by the holiday market. Was very cute. Saw my friends Rose and Toma. Bought a couple little ceramics from Rose because I love her stuff. So slowly growing my collection. Maybe take a nap. I'm sleepy. Looking back on 2024, it was definitely an eventful year. There were some high highs and low lows. And 2024 was the year I started this channel. I went on my very first sabbatical for work and I got to spend about a month in Japan, which is like my dream trip, and we did and saw and ate so much. And you can check out my Japan vlogs for that stuff. Celebrated a lot of loved ones, a lot of milestones for the people in my life. I would also say that 2024 as a theme was the year of clarity for myself. A lot of big decisions and choices were made and confirmed for me this year. Choices that it's not happening right now but will be happening in 2025. There's a lot of like kind of confidence that comes with actually making those decisions. So while it's scary and probably a little uncomfortable, it's also very exciting. I'm not going to say what it is exactly yet because I don't want to jinx it or anything. I'm going to keep that to my chest for now. Anyway, to close out this vlog, I want to say thank you to anybody who's ever watched even one video or liked or left a comment. I really appreciate it for this humble, small channel of mine. It really has brought me joy doing something like this outside of work. I am a creative professional. I've been in the design art direction world for 10 years now, so it's nice to have something that I have full autonomy over that really feels like it's mine and doesn't feel like work. And I'm looking forward to sharing more in 2025 with everybody. Thank you!